Please welcome Steve X.
Alright. How's everyone doing tonight? Good? You guys ready to laugh? Yeah? I better go find a comedian. So, my name is Steve X. And I'm here tonight to share a story with you about my big break into Hollywood. In case you don't recognize me, that's okay. That's why I fired my agent. And he's currently selling timeshare right now. But yeah, it was the early 90s, and I decided to move to Los Angeles to become an actor. Why I thought that was a good idea, I still don't know. But nonetheless, I moved to Los Angeles, and bam! 2 weeks later, I got my first show. I'm like, okay, this is cool, you know? I went to Universal Studios, and they sent me to wardrobe and put me in a football uniform. And little did they know they could have put me in, I would have been fine in a Teletubby outfit, you know? I was like, okay, I'll take the football uniform. And they told me to go over to craft services and wait with the other actors until you're called. So I cruise in there, you know, and I'm hanging out. I still don't even know what show I'm on, you know? I'm like just kind of clueless. And there's all these other football players, and there's one guy who posted up outside of craft services. And anytime one of those little like tourist trams would come by, the guy would come running, the tram is here, the tram is here. And those guys ran out there faster than you can imagine, flexing and posing in front of the trams like, this is my big chance to be discovered by a Japanese tourist. So I'm still sitting there, and I have no idea what show I'm even on, you know? And then all of a sudden I see Craig Nelson walk in. And I'm like, hey, that's the star coach. I'm in a football uniform. I'm on the show Coach. Oh, cool. Okay, all right. So I'm hanging out, and some more time goes by. And this other actor guy was in there, and we became friends. And he was really cool. He was like telling me all about Hollywood, you know, and this and that, and was super connected. And he goes, hey, dude, we got some extra time. Do you want to go to my place and get high? And I'm like, won't we get in trouble? And he's like, no, man, let's go. Let me stop the story right there. Every time someone starts a statement with, nah, man, let's go, every bad decision follows. You know, it's like, hey, won't we die if we jump out of this airplane without parachutes? No, man, let's go. Won't we get shot if we cross the border into North Korea? No, man, let's go. So I reluctantly go with him, and we literally left Universal Studios in our full football uniforms, helmets and all. We literally looked like two gorillas casually escaping in the suit, you know? And we go to his place, and he busts out this 2-foot bong. Now, I hadn't smoked weed in I don't know how long, let alone bongs. We were so high, I forgot why I was wearing the football uniform. But I know that it has vaguely something to do with us being on a television show. So I'm hanging out with him, you know, and I'm getting kind of nervous. And I'm like, dude, we gotta get going, you know, like, we gotta get back to the studio. So now we start walking to his car, and it's dark out. And we get up to his car, and he's like, oh my God, dude, oh my God. I'm like, what? He's like, I think someone stole my steering wheel. I'm like thinking maybe someone stole a steering wheel. It is Hollywood, you know? I look at him, I'm like, dude, you're sitting in the back seat. Nobody stole your steering wheel. So we leave, it's dark. We head back to Universal, and we can't find our stage. We're literally walking around Universal Studios looking for our stage. And we start randomly opening up stage doors. We open up the stage door, and I kid you not, there is the entire cast and crew of Murder, She Wrote looking at us dead in the eye, including Angela Lansbury. And and we're both high, and I kind of got that feeling like, you know, like that was my mom looking at me, like, does she know I'm high? I know I'm high, maybe she knows I'm high? But it's like that paranoia totally kicks in, you know? And so we just kind of like slowly, you know, back up, close the door, and we walked around a little bit further. Finally, at 10 o'clock at night, we find our stage. And they're just starting to get ready to film, you know? And they didn't even know we were going, by the way, which was kind of a little upsetting, you know? I was happy they didn't know we were going, but a little bit sad at the same time, you know? So the assistant director, this AD, comes over, and he lines all his football players up, you know, and he's doing like this final inspection, you know? And that's when I realized something was off. Somewhere in between us leaving the studio and smoking bong hits, I got his helmet, he got my helmet, he's now on the other end of the field, and this assistant director's coming over doing his little inspection. I'm sure he's gonna catch me and like see that I have like the wrong number on my helmet. And so I'm like, he comes walking up, and I'm kind of like have my helmet right here, trying not to make eye contact with him, you know? And the rest of the cast kind of comes in, and Coach and Dauber and Jerry Van Dyke are all, you know, there now and start to film. And he tells us, the assistant director, he's like, put your helmets on. I'm like, I'm not putting my helmet on. You know what I mean? I'm not putting my helmet on. And he kind of let it go, and then he came back later, and I'm still standing there. And he's like, put your helmet on. I'm thinking to myself, F that, man, I'm not putting my helmet on. You know? This is my big chance. Would you put a helmet on Leonardo DiCaprio? I think not. So he finally gets busy, gives it up, and we film all night long. It was till like midnight, you know, and it was actually pretty rad. Like, we're filming all night. I was like, wow, this is like, I'm high, and like, there's these famous actors here, and we're doing all this cool stuff. Super pumped. They finally wrap the scene at like 12:30 at night, and I drive all the way home, and it's like, now it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I wake my girlfriend up. I'm like, babe, get up, I made it, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be famous. The very words out of her mouth were, go to sleep. You smell like weed. I'm like, is that how you talk to a star? So a couple weeks goes by, and the show airs, and I have my friends come over, and my girlfriend, and we're all huddled around the TV, you know, and there I am, for 5 seconds, dazed and confused, in a football uniform with mismatched numbers, on national TV. The very next show that came on, I kid you not, was Murder, She Wrote. And I swear to this day, I might have been a little bit high, Angela Lansbury looked me dead in the eye and goes, I may not be a detective, but I know when someone's high. Thank you, that was my big intro to Hollywood. Thank you very much. And we'll see you again sometime soon. Have a great night tonight, you guys. Thanks for being here. And find me on Steve X Live. Good night.